Hey guys, this is Harley Wilt, founder of Freeborn Entertainment, and this is your Morning Minute of Awesomeness, video number 4 out of 5. There's 5 videos in these sets. I'm putting them in sets of 5 with a theme. This week's theme is purpose, and if you missed any of the previous videos, you're more than welcome to go back and look at them. I post them at 6 in the morning, Monday through Friday, and I hope you enjoy it. This week's theme was purpose. We've gone over a few other things. I'm not going to really go over them too much right now. You're more than welcome to go back and find these other videos. But right now, I'm going to talk about the importance of taking the time to find the greatest joy in your life. Look for that. Like, ask yourself, in your history, when was the greatest joy of your life? Kind of like a joy review, you know. And feel free to comment below if you want to answer these questions as well. I'm more than happy to hear your answers. But basically, do a joy review. Ask yourself, maybe just think of like 4 or 5, whatever, the ones that stand out, at least 3, 4, 5 different times when you really felt that you were really joyous. And look for a pattern within all these different times. For all the times you did that, look for a pattern. What actually stands out? For me, it was like, for instance, like when I lived in Oklahoma, I was doing just some, it's not that hard to become a substitute teacher. And I signed up, and I was just looking for something extra to do. My wife was making really good money working with some oil field stuff, so I really didn't need to bring in a lot of income, but I just didn't want to sit at home all day. I was basically just writing a bunch of music on guitar and driving everyone crazy on social media, kind of the same as now. But, so, I decided to take on this part-time thing. You don't take any job, and I ended up working pretty much full-time at this school for young kids. And it's, it was one of the most fulfilling things in my life. And believe it or not, teaching in Oklahoma is what led to me deciding that I really wanted to do these mentor programs. And I decided I was really, really able to do guitar lessons. I was always second guessing whether I could actually enjoy teaching until that point. So these mentor sessions and the guitar lessons I do is all a direct effect from me taking a year to simply be a substitute teacher down in Oklahoma. And then getting more involved with the church down there as well, in Sharon, Oklahoma. If you don't know where that is, you're probably not, unless you follow me, or unless you're one of those people I met down there, you probably don't know where that is, but it's a pretty cool place. You should check it out. Look it up on the map. It's a tiny dot. I don't even know if it's got a dot, to tell you the truth. But, that's where that came from. So now, you do your joy review, and then also ask yourself, when are the moments you felt the most fulfilled? Ask yourself, times 3. Make it times 3. Do 3 things. 3 times when you felt the most fulfilled. For me, it was, when I was teaching in Oklahoma. That was one. Probably when my kids were born, and I held them in my arms for the first time, and you realize the scary stuff goes away, And then the last one is every year when I get to take my kids camping, and we just get away from everything for a solid, week, at least a weekend. Hopefully we try to go for a week, but, depending on how schedules work out. And then you look at those 3 things, the most fulfilling, where you felt the most fulfilled, which is pretty easy to find if you do the joy test, right? And then you ask yourself, what do these 3 things have in common? For me, and I'm guessing it's going to be the same for a lot of people, it's when you felt like you had the most freedom. Even though you were doing something hard, even though you might have been doing something that was could be stressful to most people, you felt free. For some people, believe it or not, some people are really, really, really comfortable climbing a corporate ladder, and they love it. They love the pressure, and they feel free when they got that pressure on their shoulders and someone depends on them. And then I think the other part that this really tells you when you do a joy review and a fulfillment review is how important it is to actually do some internal looking. Look at yourself internally and figure out what it is that you need. Take some time for yourself and really think about what it is that makes you happy. That's what matters. Don't you want to be happy? That's pretty much we have one life to live. So when you're looking for your purpose, make sure it's a purpose that's going to bring you joy. Maybe it won't be the blueprint that somebody else had. Maybe it won't be. But the reality is, you shouldn't be looking at a blueprint. Yeah, look at I've said this before. Take whatever blueprint you can find of success, any blueprint in the world. Whether it's a big star or your father or whoever it is, whatever it is that you see as a blueprint for success, take that blueprint and say, this is not a blueprint anymore, it is a template. See, the difference between a blueprint and a template, a blueprint is made for construction. That has to be followed to the T, because every piece has to be right where it needs to be. A template is meant to be moved around. This is where you take successful things, you disregard the things that don't fit with what you want to do. You adapt and you make it to where it's a template that fits what it is you're looking for, and that is exactly how I think that you can take a purpose and make it something for your entire life. Kind of went off on a tangent there, but this is video number 4 or 5. Tomorrow's video is the final video of this series that goes into purpose, and I hope you guys will stick around with me and check it out. And again, comment below, tell me what you think, answer those questions. I want to know do a joy review in the comments if you'd like, or a fulfillment review, whatever. I'd love to hear your answers. If you have any suggestions for this morning minute of awesomeness, leave them below. And yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing Thursday, and I will catch you next time. Thank you guys. Oh, don't forget, I gotta say this because it's like the whole purpose of branding. It's more than music, it's a way of life, which is my purpose. Anyways, thanks guys, catch you next time.